Oh, I got another one. Let's see. Terrence Beeks. All right. Number 3, Bostic. 22 CP 213486. 309 days without indictment. Theft by receiving stolen property, willful obstruction, aggravated assault, armed robbery, hijacking motor vehicle, first degree, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, unlawful for a person to be employed by, associated with a criminal street gang to participate in criminal street gang activity. $172,000 good bond as of May 23rd. Preach.
No prior arrests, but have a fugitive from justice hold. And
Where is
reported to being from Chicago. Nothing further.
Thank you, Bostic. Go ahead, Ms. Beck.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Beeks is 21 years old. He does have a good address that is in Chicago that he plans to go back to. He was a senior in high school prior to this arrest. He has a lot of support, including his sister and grandmother. He helps take care of his niece while his sister works. Prior to his arrest, he was working at First Step as a warehouse worker, and he had held that job for 4 years. He was arrested on October 27th. He had his prelim, I'm horrific at math, but I believe it was 8 months later, 6 months later, I'm a liar, in May. And now we are in, I'll be kind and I'll say that it's still August. I don't understand. It's been 309 days without indictment. He's almost had 1 year in custody, so I guess that could be worth celebrating a 1 year anniversary. I know the state can indict. I've seen them do it. I've seen them do it with a lot of enthusiasm even. I don't understand why we cannot indict this case. This case, one of the charges is a gang charge. That's very similar to RICO, if not under the same statute, or a very similar one. It's based off of RICO. I know that we love RICO. Indict the case. This is absurd. He's 21 years old. Let him live his life. He has no money to pay anything. We're asking for a UJR to the hold or a bond not to exceed $50,000. Again, we've all seen they can indict. They can have a grand jury stay till past 11 p.m. if they wanted to. They obviously don't want to. We're just asking for a UJR to the hold, Your Honor.
Is he going to live in Fulton County? Is that where he's?
No, Your Honor. He wants to go back to Chicago. He's okay with an ankle monitor. He cannot continue to just sit there. He's okay with an ankle monitor. He doesn't have any FTAs. He doesn't have any criminal history. There's no indication that he would not return to court, which is what it's supposed to be for. He has a hold for the fugitive from justice. He's going to be picked up from that. And then after that, maybe will have been indicted and he can come back.
All right. What says the state?
Your Honor, yes. I spoke with the gang unit. The gang unit is asking for $150,000 in total with special conditions that he's to have no contact with any gang members, no contact with the victims, no weapons or replicas of weapons, and for a curfew. As the court is aware, before the court are very serious charges, violent in nature. It's a common pattern for young males to be recruited by different gangs. That's a common practice, Your Honor. So, yeah, just based off what's before the court was within the four corners of the warrant. We're asking for pretty much the standard, which is $150,000 in total for all of these violent charges before the court, with those conditions that I mentioned.
Have you had contact with this, with the victim?
We have attempted contact several ways. The number is not working, maintaining a busy signal, and we have also mailed a letter.
Thank you.
But I
Your
would
Honor.
like to add that witness intimidation is very common with gang cases, just as well as it's common with domestic violence cases. It's up to the state to prove its case when it's time at trial, and that's what we plan to do.
When?
All right. Is there what's the position on him returning to Chicago?
And the state is against that. We feel that he may not return back to Georgia for he wouldn't. The state is against that. We think we should stay in the Georgia area so that he can more than likely like reappear for court.
All right, let's see. No further contact with Jeray, Jeray Ellis, Ellis. No drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons, no replicas of weapons, no social media. Ankle monitor paid for by the county with a 24-hour curfew, court, lawyer, medical, employment. As long as you supply the name of your employer, proof of employment, schedule, exact location you'll be working. No further contact with any gang members or any affiliates of gang, including the Black Disciples and O Block gangs. O Block gang. Stay away from 890 Joseph E. Bone Boulevard. No further contact with J. Marie, Jamarrie, Tony, Toney, and Dion, Deion, Wade, Wade. And I think previously it was a Georgia address and it wasn't in Fulton County. It also said no social media. So stay out of Fulton County except for court and to see your lawyer. No other reason to come to Fulton County. So find another place other than in Fulton County to live. It can't be Chicago. And you can't leave the state of Georgia unless you have leave of court. Let's see, let me look at this real quick. Right, 3,000, 1,000, 10,000, 10,000, 20,000, 5,000, and 30,000. 3,000, 1,000, 10,000, 10,000, 20,000, 5,000, and 30,000. Same thing with the number up this high, Miss Beck. Please email me, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Have a good
That
evening.
concludes my business. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am. And also have a good holiday.
Thank you, you too.